right. Deadman's Tome Podcast. Your host, Mr. Deadman. Co-host, Becky.
And so, hacked by Nicholas
Joining us tonight
Tassion.
is Mark. Mark,
don't worry about Mark.
What's your last name?
Mr. Deadman don't even know his name. He doesn't know anybody's name. He knows my name. I'm Nicholas Passion. You gotta say it like that, Nicholas Passion.
Yeah. mark-deloy. Yeah, I'm like...
No
like
one can hear you guess, Mr. Deadman. I hacked the show. My uber computer skills.
I need to reclaim the Name Slayer title. That's what I need to do.
Name Slayer. We're like racist misogynist. Maybe you know what you are?
Becky?
You know what you are? You're a whitophobe.
You have a last name, Becky?
You're phobic to white people.
Becky?
You're a heterophobe. You hate me because I'm not a homosexual.
Becky Naren.
And Becky is the smelly pirate hooker. She's Satan's cock pocket.
Naran.
She licks Hitler's butthole.
Yeah, well, Becky Naran is how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Don't make Becky sound bad to what she is.
You just have to make it...
Becky beats crippled seals for
like
fun.
Italian.
She goes and beats crippled seals with
Hold on here, guys. We're going too far.
With a hammer
I need to do a
fun.
prayer real fast. Because I jumped through a lot of hoops hoping that this broadcast will be fine, crash-free. I've been having a lot of computer problems, so I restarted Windows pretty much. Not restart, but like reinstalled it pretty much. It wiped out all the apps and got to get everything back. So I hope everything goes well. But to make sure, I need the blessing of many deities, okay? I don't want to be mean or disrespectful, so I want to include everyone. I'll be all inclusive here, okay? So first, not because it's the best, but just because it's what I know, baby Jesus.
I know, baby Jesus. No.
That the stream goes well, and with the support with baby Allah, baby Muhammad, baby Moses, baby Buddha.
No, don't get
Buddha rubbing his tummy. Who else? Baby Luke Skywalker?
No,
baby
not
Obi-Wan?
the Skywalkers.
Who am I missing? Am I baby
missing your
Cthulhu?
mommy, fucking asshole?
Yeah. Baby Kirk? Yeah. Baby Kraken?
No.
I think
no.
Baby,
my signal.
Yeah, I think all these are
weaker.
great. Baby Optimus Prime?
No.
With them together, I think we can have the blessing to ensure that this broadcast is intact and is crash-free. And the other thing I need to point out is that my urine smells like coffee. Is that normal?
They still can't hear you. Nobody can hear you guess. Sure? Looks like Nicholas Passion is the uber hacker
pretty dark
of
yellow.
the world.
It's a pretty dark color.
Listen, Dad, you have cancer of the dick.
Well, that's what I'm doing right here. I'm drinking water. It's water. It's water brewed into coffee. It's the same thing. I mean, it's my water right here.
Now I'm using my computer skills to hack into Mr. Deadman's mainframe.
Oh, okay.
His information.
I get Pedialyte.
His
maybe
data.
Make some vodka and
it's all exposed out
give
there.
Give it a little kick.
He has his files and data leaking out like his diarrhea Camaro prolapse asshole.
So, all right. So, mark-deloy, who are you and what do you do?
The biggest cut in the year.
I mean, I'm pretty new to your work. I'll be honest there. No, I was reading, which one was it I was reading?
See?
Life Suspended.
Oh, no.
I was reading a little bit of that before the show.
No.
To finish a novel, it's a pretty exciting thing. And then got into writing, worked on that, and then finished that one, and then started a new one. We got a new one called Cult of the Angel Eaters, which I'm currently editing very slowly, trying to get that perfect. And that is actually based off a short story that I wrote several years ago, probably 5-6 years ago.
Okay. Well, I mean,
what was the first one you ever wrote that was published?
The Ghost of Silence.
The Ghosts of Silence?
That one is actually The Ghosts of Silence, yep. And it's actually out of print right now. You can maybe find one on eBay if you really look, but it's out of print, no longer available.
That explains why... So on Amazon, I saw that book. I want to ask you about this. Ghosts of Silence, there's a copy for $2,000.
Yeah. That happens a lot. I think people buy them overseas in China and India, and then they just figure they're going to throw an insane number on it and try to sell it on Amazon. So if that sells, let me know, because I'd probably get royalties off it.
I mean, if it's some motherfucker in India,
that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be entitled to it. But some asshole in India would probably just keep all that money.
Exactly.
We're going to India to get it.
Yeah, too funny. But yeah, it's just something I enjoy doing. I really enjoy, the whole process behind it. Done a lot of reading as far as the process that different writers use. Gillian Flynn is a really good example of someone who's really got a terrific craft and a really good work ethic. She sits down every day. David Morrell's another one. I've spoken to him several times. If you guys don't recognize the name, it's actually the father of Rambo. He wrote First Blood.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. He's a terrific...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, you know what I just realized, guys? Even just getting the blessing of all the deities, man, even with the blessing, it's like I must have forgotten someone. Because fate would have it, it's like some sort of Spinal Tap thing. There's always some sort of technical goof. And part of the beginning, you guys weren't even being heard. It's like, am I playing a prank on you guys? Am I playing a prank on the show? Is someone playing a prank on me? What's going on here? Did I not include Baby Batman? That's what I need.
That must have been it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
I know who you forgot.
Who did I forget?
Nicholas.
Oh, shit. Baby Nicholas Passion?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Passion. Nicholas Passion. Okay.
Oh, Lord, we're in trouble.
I think that's gonna be my skill at the Scary Dad table. I'll just be like butchering everyone's last name. Like, Passion. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to make some Cajun.
Buy
right
my
there.
book and hear me slaughter your last name.
Yeah.
There
Right.
you go. There's your hook. There's your hook.
Yeah. All right. But I need to take a page from your book because I need to learn how to make one of my books $2,000. So maybe some people in India need to buy some Deadman's Tome titles and like try to resell them.
Okay.
Yes,
I can do this.
Oh yeah, be on it, Becky. Be on the case. Make it happen.
I can list one.
Okay. Yeah. Man, that would suck if someone bought that. You gotta hunt that motherfucker down.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Ooh, I'm using a fake name then.
Yeah, Becky, because we know where you live. So tell me about the Ghost of Silence. What's that book about?
Ghost of Silence is actually about a small town detective in the 30s, and he is trying to solve a murder case. And he enlists the help of an old black psychic who has been in the town forever, knows everybody, and all these murders keep happening, and that psychic starts getting dreams about him. And eventually the two get together and end up solving the case. So it's a murder mystery with a little bit of kind of psychic twist in there.
Okay.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read this one. I need to read this.
Yeah, my parents have got a copy. I don't even have a copy anymore. I think I gave one to somebody. I have to go buy the $2,000 copy.
It's probably, yeah. it's probably the one that's listed for $2,000 now.
It probably is.
It's probably that buddy. That buddy you knew they got a copy. He probably signed it.
Yeah. Yep.
He's like, all right, I'll cash in on this. But what was the process with that book? What was that like?
Oh, for my first novel, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of put words on paper and, tried to come up with some kind of plot and an ending and threw it all together. It probably wasn't the best book, but it was a good learning experience, and going through a publisher and actually getting it published and, that whole process, how long it takes, the editing process. So it was interesting.
All right. And who was the publisher?
It was a publisher a long time ago called Publish America. I don't even know if they're even in business anymore.
Okay. Was that like a traditional publisher? Or,
They build themselves as a small... I'm not sure what they use. The small independent publisher, I think. Mm-hmm. And they pretty much picked up a lot of titles and just got as many published as they could and sold them everywhere. Yeah. They were pretty big back probably about 8-9 years ago.
And then they just disappeared.
I think so, yeah.
I think that happens, man.
There's been a lot of publishers disappearing lately.
Yeah. That's kind of the reason why I got in the game back in 2006. But yeah, I was just kind of focused on just being a small easing, for horror. But didn't really have much sight for the future, have much plan.
Yeah,
and it's because then I had a writer's digest. Just about every publishing house had closed or stopped taking submissions. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Horror was way out there. I didn't even know of any horror publishers that just did that. I think, what was that first one that Brian Keene and Edward Lee and everybody got published at?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and I can't think of the name of it.
They actually had a line, too. What were they? I can't remember now. See, that's what you get when you get old.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall, too.
Hush!
Oh,
You're not allowed to say that. You're my age.
Well, man, see, now I'm stuck on who that publisher was.
Yeah, I'm actually looking through my books right now, seeing if I can find one that was published by them.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but they come and go. And that's sad, but it's kind of it.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's kind of discouraging at times, but you just have to, I guess, stick with it. I mean, you've been writing for a while, and I mean, have you found success for yourself?
I have in a lot of ways. I have because, I just want my name out there and to the point where people start reading and, I think word of mouth, especially in the horror community, is just huge. I mean, once one person reads it and puts out a blurb on it, other people will pick it up. Paul Tremblay is a perfect example of that. Joe Hill actually is too. When he first started, short stories here and there, and nobody had any idea he was Stephen King's son.
Yeah.
And word of mouth got out. He became huge, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm Stephen King's son." So everybody's like, that's why he's so good.
Right.
It's in the bloodline.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I like the fact that he didn't, he didn't stand on Dad to,
me too,
get published and whatever. So I have respect for that.
Yeah. And his books are kind of like his dad's, but they're a lot different too. They're in the vein, but they're totally the way he crafts stories and builds tension. He's terrific.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I agree. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I like some of them. Some of them I'm not. Kind of.
Yep.
Well, besides the Ghost of Silence, what else do you have out there?
Let's see. There's a couple different titles from Stitch Smile that are out there. The Zombies versus Monsters.
Oh, wow.
Short stories.
That's from Stitch Smile, right? Zombies versus Monsters? Okay.
Yep.
Tell me about that book. That sounds good.
Yep. Let's just it's a concept that I actually came up with and approached Lisa with, to come up with an anthology where it was just any kind of monsters versus zombies. And my story in there is actually witches versus zombies. So it takes place up in the Appalachian Mountains, and they're kind of secluded up there, these people, and the zombies start coming up the mountain, so they have to find some kind of defense. So they talk to a granny witch.
How do zombies climb up a mountain?
I guess they walk.
One step at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to, not to poke holes through your story or anything. It's just, I would think stairs or any sort of incline would be a zombie's worst enemy, because it'd be like, how are you supposed to shamble up that? Unless you're like World War Z, where you like form like a mound. Like,
oh, yeah.
And then
like
you just,
the ants.
Yeah, like ants. But for a mountain, though, that would be like a shit ton of zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, is there a shopping mall on top of this mountain? It's just like a little shed with witches.
Little shack.
Shack.
Well, maybe some of them were already, on the mountain, and they became zombies.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. Like mountain climbers that died or something, and they just kind of came back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. What kind of zombies are these? Are these reanimated for the dead zombies? Are these like infected by rabies zombies? What kind of zombies are these?
You'll have to read the story.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll read it.
I love it.
But, okay, what kind of witches are these? Are these like super bitchy witches? Or are they like...
Nope. They're granny witches, which if you do any kind of research into the Appalachia, they're kind of like earth witches. They use,
of course.
Herbs and things like that to heal mostly, but they got involved in the zombie war, and they start using their powers for strength.
So are you aware of like Wicca?
Oh yeah. I do all kinds of research. Wicca and demonology and anything you can imagine that's strange and weird. I've done research on.
Demonology? What do you know about demonology?
He can't tell you. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't want to curse the
stream. I do a lot of research
but...
for demonology when I was writing the new novel that I'll be coming out with, Cult of the Angel Eaters.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
So Cult of the Angel Eaters came about, it was a short story that I had written about a guy who had been in prison with this other gentleman, and all of a sudden this kid wakes up one night and his cellmate is up against the cell grabbing through the bars at something that he can't see. Well, he pulls it's an angel. So he pulls the angel close and starts speeding off it. And all of a sudden he's got powers and he can break out of this jail cell, and then they start a cult.
Whoa. Like, why does the angel just voluntarily sacrifice itself like that?
Oh, it doesn't. He can catch them.
It didn't.
He has the ability to see the angels and the demons.
Oh, so it's like he's like a Pokemon master of angels.
Yeah.
He's just seeing angels everywhere and catching them.
Exactly. And demons.
Angels and demons. That'd be fucking trippy. Imagine like if Pokemon Go had it where you see like angels and demons and you can capture them.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, my Lord.
So they learn to feed off angels and get their powers, different powers.
Huh.
So the short story ends that way with the compound being raided and them kind of being scattered to the winds. Well, the novel Cult of the Angel Eaters starts up with one of those cultists forming his own new cult. And that's how it starts.
Oh, fucking yeah. Wait a second. So that means you could possibly, with your story, explain various cult leaders by, I don't know, maybe they devoured an angel or a demon or something. And that's how they became all charismatic and all that stuff. So someone like Charles Manson probably ate an angel.
More than one.
And it would explain why the leaders are so charismatic and so many people follow them.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a viable theory just as much as like lizard people.
Yeah. So that's
probably more so.
Yeah.
Huh. Makes sense.
He has a cool cover for it.
Oh, it's got an amazing cover.
I gotta check out that cover. Called Angel Eaters. That sounds freaking heavy. That sounds so fucking heavy right there.
And it gets deeper.
It'll be a good one.
Yeah. It gets deeper because basically what they're trying to bring about is the end of the world by doing this. So now you got that whole Armageddon thrown in there.
Sweet. That's a good combination, man. Oh, man. Okay, so that's definitely one I need to read, and that's already out, right? I mean, I can get that right now on Amazon? No. Oh, no.
It is not out, but you know what? Jesse, I'll send you a copy. It's unedited all the way, but you can read it if you want.
All right, so I won't make any reviews about grammar and all that. Be like, it's an unedited copy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I mean, unedited proof. I'll even sign it for you. How about that?
Hey, even better, man. You're sweetening the deal.
Hey.
You got to pick yours up, Becky.
Now I want it signed.
I'm coming to get it.
You got to get the $2,000 copy. That's what you got to get, Becky.
You behave.
Sorry, all this coffee. I'm like more awake than usual.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna buy Deadman's Tome anthologies and put them on eBay. Mark and I are gonna rake it in.
That's right.
That would be weird. That'd be so cool. Like, now all these people are buying Deadman's Tome books, but they're buying the expensive ones.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
We'll sell the first one for $5,000.
Yep.
We'll
give you 10%.
You're like, super rare book. You can't find this book anywhere. It's out of print. Oh, man. But okay, so where did you get the idea for Cult of Angel Eaters? I mean, was it Mega Man? Was it like, did you play a lot of Mega Man as a kid and taking abilities, or Kirby or something?
It was just one of those stories that I sat down at the computer and started writing, and I knew I wanted to write something different. Had no idea what I was going to come up with, and that's the short story that came out of it. It kind of just wrote itself. And then with the novel, I really loved the story, the short story, and it was one of my favorites that I had ever written.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to expand on that theory, because, I mean, why, when the compound got raided and the cultists scattered to the four winds, why wouldn't one of them start another cult if they could tap into that power? So
makes
that's
sense
where that
to me. Yeah, why not? Huh. Well, that is a great sounding book right there. Whew, man. Okay. Speaking of reviews, do you ever get troll reviews on your books?
I haven't yet, but I've seen a few from other people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, shit. I hate it when that fucking happens. It's like, I don't even like horror, but I read this book. I don't even like horror. I guess the book's okay. So I'll just give it a 1 star. It's like, well, you don't even like horror. Why are you reviewing it?
There was one. Somebody bought one of Matt Shaw's black books. It has a black cover on it, and it has on the front of it. It says "Extreme Warning."
Yeah. It does.
Do not read this if you do not, if you are easily offended. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they'll give it a 1-star review and say, well, this looked a little, I bought it, but it looked a little extreme. So, here's my review. I'm like, really?
Well, a review like that is like a selling point for someone like me. I'm just like, well.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I'm looking
for. Yeah, if Miss Snooty didn't like it, I'm sure it's all going to buy it.
Fuck
no
yeah,
doubt.
Man. Fuck yeah.
I'll buy 2.
One time I read a review, I think it was for Jay Thorne. I think it was one of his books. And it was like, it starts off with a bunch of cussing and fuck bombs. It's very violent. And like, that's a win for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking into that book.
Sold!
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. And I looked at some reviews for, I think The Ghost of Silence actually had like 5 stars. There's another one I saw, The Southern House.
Yep.
Tell me about The Southern House. What's going on with that book?
Yeah. So The Southern House is the story of Hickory Grimble. He just inherited his grandmother's house after she died unexpectedly. So he inherits the house and a ton of land. So he decides to move down to Tennessee and kind of take over this property. Well, he starts to see strange things on the property. Weird animals that have no business being in Tennessee. Real strange creatures.
Like, what kind of strange creatures are we talking about? Like a chupacabra or something? Like a Bigfoot?
Well, one of them is a polar bear with horns. He sees that. He also sees a Bigfoot-type humanoid creature. There's a few other creatures. I can't remember. There's some kind of cat creatures. Different things that he sees, in the woods that he knows don't belong there.
Okay.
And so he starts going on walks, to kind of see what he can see, and he discovers this house.
Okay.
Out in the woods. And he looks down to tie his shoe or get a drink of water, looks back up, the house is gone.
Oh, shit.
So now he's trying to figure out what's going on. So he keeps walking. Well, all of a sudden, the house is over to his right, the opposite of where it was 10 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, if he didn't eat all those shrooms, he wouldn't have this problem, right? I mean, it's like a DMT trip.
It's a portal into a different dimension. And it's encased in this house, and whenever the portal moves, the house moves with it.
Interesting.
Yep. So that's the basis of the story, and then there's all kinds of different twists and turns and grab you by the throat shock scenes and
and then there's but you forgot the most important thing.
What's that?
You forgot to tell him about Mr. Shift.
Mr. Shift, yes.
Who's Mr. Shift? Like a shifty-eyed guy or something?
Mr. Shift is the reason why this house is where it is and why it moves. He's come through before this portal, and he always looks for a sacrifice of children.
Of course. It has to be kids.
He's basically a 8 or 9 foot tall demon.
He's like a Slender Man sort of guy, or
sort of. It's been compared to him in the face, as far as like the blank face. Yeah. He has that. He wears like a hood, like a cowl. Just a really, really bad guy who's got no time for human compassion or human feelings.
Well, yeah,
he
of course
is evil.
He's killing kids. He's taking their souls or whatever, like drinking their blood out of their. Like, how does he? He just drinks their blood or something? Like, what does he do? Like, what is he doing?
He actually takes their souls out of their bodies.
Fucking
and leaves their soul suits hanging in his closet.
I mean, just for decoration. Does he ever use them? Like,
no, they hang there.
Oh,
till they're claimed.
It's a collection.
It is a collection.
I wonder what he does for Halloween. Does he like go into like the kids? Like, is it like a costume for him or something? Like, think about all the shit he could do. That's a crazy monster you have there.
Yeah,
you can have where he releases a legion of zombie kids, like Children of the Corn type thing.
Oh my lord!
See, I'm just giving you ideas. I don't know if you like that one, but yeah, you can have that one. Yeah. Oh, wait. And what about this house? Is it like on a plantation or something? Is that why it's cursed?
No, it's well, I can't give it away, but the house was built a long time.
Okay.
And there's a connection to Hickory's family.
Okay.
As to why the house was there and what it's doing, and how it originally came to be. Sort of a bargain, if you think about it.
Okay. Made a deal with the devil or something. Or
exactly.
Mr. Shift.
Yep.
Pretty much.
they have the house if you just feed me kids, you abduct kids. So they started CPS before CPS was a thing, Child Protective Services. So they sent out agents to go knock on doors and take kids. Look at that. There you go. You have your story.
Yep.
Oh there man, you can have a wide scale Mr. Shift. Mr. Shift goes to Washington, and like he's he's working with like politicians behind like government.
That's already
agencies.
happened. Are you kidding?
Yeah. He's behind the whole.
They don't have any souls.
Yeah, he's behind the whole like quote Pizzagate conspiracy. He's behind the whole Podesta email things. Yeah, man, I think I got too much coffee in me, man. I'm just wired.
Yeah. What are you drinking tonight? Coffee?
I had one shot of American honey so far. We have no one in the chat right now. No one's encouraging me to drink. They're not enabling me.
Well, I think you should have one.
Okay, I'll have another shot. And
there you go.
There you go.
All right. So that's Southern House. You have Northern House, or is it just a Southern thing?
Not yet, but that's not a bad idea, Becky.
I wondered that too. I like that idea, really.
Yeah.
Mr. Shift goes to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
good heavens.
Connecticut. I grew up in Connecticut, so we'd go with Connecticut.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I like this idea.
That's a wonderful idea. He could do like a road trip. He could go all around the U.S. He's like a franchise.
Yeah. Why not?
But he has a portal. He just portals to the next place.
Exactly.
Which makes it easy for him. But you know what? If you succeed, you know what could happen? You could get your own cult following. You could create you could create the next Slender Man, and you can have a bunch of stupid teenage girls do stupid things in his name, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Nice.
I mean, not that you'd be aspiring for that.
Encourage you.
I mean, it's not something you want to aim for, Mark. But it's just if you were to
happen, so be it.
Yeah,
Hey, if a couple million teenage girls want to buy the book and read it, go right ahead.
Yeah,
go for it. I'll take the following.
Right, we'll sell them to them.
Right,
we don't care.
Man, that's crazy though. Okay, well, what about Life Suspended? Tell me about that one.
Yes.
Life Suspended is another detective-type story. Has to do with someone kind of coming back home and facing his childhood demons, facing childhood bullies, and facing the girl that he left behind in this small town.
Okay.
So, as these murders start happening, and the murderer is the hangman, which there you get
the
life
hangman.
Suspended. Yeah. So you got the Life Suspended. That's basically the title of the book because he hangs his victims from trees by nooses.
Makes sense.
So,
right.
Yeah, so there's a scene where the main character goes into the forest and starts hearing creaking and looks up and there's bodies hanging from the trees.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's pretty morbid. I like that. So wait. Now, hold on. I got to make sure, though. In 2018, we have to make sure that this book is as PC as possible. Is he hanging African Americans?
Sure.
He's hanging people.
Okay, but he doesn't discriminate. He doesn't target just one. He targets everybody, right? Everyone's free game?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Everyone is... Okay, good.
We're not going to offend anybody.
He's an equal...
You're next.
He's an equal opportunity killer. Like a Michael Myers, like a Freddy. They're not picking and choosing. They're going to kill you. All right, that's good. It passes the test. Wait, hold on. Just make sure. Women and men, right?
Women and men, yeah.
Okay. All right. I think it's good. I think it passes.
Yes.
All right. You got to make sure. You got a guy called the Hangman. And hanging bodies.
Why couldn't it be a hang woman?
Oh.
Have you finished the book yet, Becky?
No, sir, not yet.
Well,
that's the only hint I'm going to give you.
That kind of put Becky in the corner right there.
I know.
Yes, it did. He's very good at that.
Man, I thought there was going to be an argument. I was going to sit back and just eat popcorn and listen, but no.
We wouldn't argue.
That's good. That's good.
So I have a question, Mark.
Yeah, question away.
What was the very first book you ever remember reading?
Ooh, good one.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean,
or the first novel you ever remember reading?
Probably Firestarter, I think, was my first book that I read all the way through. And then read every Stephen King after that.
Yeah.
And then when
that happens.
I mean, it just was insane for a while there. I could not get enough of Richard Lehman for quite a ways. Edward Lee.
Oh yes.
A lot of
Edward Lee.
Brian Keene, read everything by him.
Mm-hmm.
Leisure, that was the publisher.
Yes.
Leisure, okay. Okay. Oh, wait a second. When you answer the first book question...
I wouldn't have remembered it till about 2 o'clock in the morning, but you know.
Yeah, when you're trying to sleep.
So wait, are you telling me when you were 5 years old, the first book you read was Firestarter?
The first one he remembers.
Oh, man.
I was a kid.
But he wasn't 5.
I think I was like 10, maybe. 10 or 11.
Okay. Damn. That was good. That's good.
What's the first book you ever read, Jesse?
Cat in the Hat. I mean, you're asking first book.
Oh, shit.
Or actually, no.
Novel.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Me and my dad. Okay? And I read it with my dad. Okay? Now, first
at least
novel.
it wasn't Twilight.
No, Twilight wasn't around. No, actually, the first novel I read, I mean, do Goosebump books count as novels? I mean,
yeah, I devour those.
Sure.
Like the Dark Tower? Was it called the Dark Tower? What was it called? I forgot. It was the one where like there was something like henchman, executioner looking dude coming down the steps. Looked like he was going to kill someone. Doesn't kill anybody. No one ever dies.
Yeah.
And then
I've never read a Goosebump book.
Really? Man.
Really?
Man, I'm thinking of creating a Deadman's Tome for kids books, and I'm serious. I got a submission sitting there in the chamber. It's like kind of like a Baby Shark kind of rip.
Oh. I
don't know. Do you know the Baby Shark song?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, okay. Please don't play it.
No. I'm not playing that. That's horrible.
My brother plays it, and it's in my head all day after he does that. Why? I hate it.
But Becky, y'all don't have kids there at your house, right?
And no, but I mean, he is a big kid. Are you kidding?
How old is your brother?
Well, he's old enough to know better.
Okay.
He's 44.
Yeah, we just doxed your age on the internet. But 44 listening to the Pink Fong Baby Shark dance-a-thong? Oh, come on,
plays
man.
It to irritate me. Are you kidding?
Baby Shark.
The Baby Shark song.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
No. Oh.
Anyway, yeah.
I swear to you, if that goes through my head at 2 o'clock in the morning, Jesse, I'm calling you.
Yeah. And I'll play it for you. Guess what? You think I care? I listen to that thing every morning because I have kids. What are we going to listen to today?
Oh, I bet you
I'll drop them off at daycare. I want to listen to Baby Shark. Okay. We'll listen to the same fucking song.
Oh, crap.
But they love it each and every time. And they do the dance. We all do the fucking dance. There's a Baby Shark dance. And
I've never seen the dance. I didn't know there was one.
Oh, yeah, there's a dance. There's a dance.
Oh, I don't want to.
It's a lot of jumping.
I think you should record you doing that and put it on one of the private podcasts.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that for the patrons. I'll do that for the patrons. If you're not a patron yet, consider doing it. Because there will be a Baby Shark video. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
That was... I'm sorry about that, Mark.
I hear it.
Mark, I apologize about that.
Damn it.
I went down the road talking about what I was doing.
Your bumper music.
No!
All right.
Marcus, go away. You're grounded.
I love it.
Mark, you're ungrounded. No one's grounding you today.
No, you're not.
Awesome.
You're not don't put Mark in the corner. No one puts Mark in the corner, okay? Look, Mark. Okay.
Great.
So that was your first book. What is the worst book you ever read?
Oh.
Ooh.
That's hard.
Twilight?
No, it wasn't that bad. The vampire lore and all that was pretty cool, and the different cults and clans and stuff. So I enjoyed that. Worst book I ever read?
Harry Potter.
50 Shades.
I don't know. That's hard to. Most books that I don't like, I don't finish. So if it doesn't grab me by the first 100 pages or so, I usually put it down.
Wow, that's
generous.
I
wish I could do that.
That's generous.
Maybe TikTok by Dean Koontz. That's pretty bad. You ever read that?
What is it?
Which one?
It's called TikTok by Dean Koontz.
No, I don't think.
I haven't either.
Or it's about this little like voodoo doll that's like 2 feet high, and it's chasing these people around. It's horrible. It's really, really bad.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me. I'm not reading that.
Yeah. Be bad.
It's too much like Chucky, and that scares me. I don't like that.
That must have been one of those books where the publisher pretty much told him that he needs to write another horror novel.
Yeah.
So he was out of ideas, and he just kind of put that one together. I mean, come on.
Or it was sitting on his shelf for 3 or 4 years, and they wanted something, he just like threw it at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a trunk book.
Yeah.
Yeah. A throwaway. Okay. Let's see. We talk about Life Suspended. Which one of your books or short stories is one of your favorites?
Actually one that I just wrote called Serial.
Oh, yes.
It's probably one of my favorite stories I've ever written.
Like breakfast cereal?
Nope, like cereal.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a real simple story about a serial killer who comes back to his hometown to go to his friend's funeral. His friend who is a girl and he has been in love with since he was a little kid.
Oh, so he's a creeper.
Yeah, sort of. But she kind of tolerates him. It was kind of like a Forrest Gump type situation.
So he's... Wait a second. Are you trying to say he's retarded? That's offensive.
No,
that's a horror. Sorry.
Sorry. With his brain.
He's IDD.
Yeah.
IDD.
He's
special.
Yes, and he's always been disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
So he finds out that she was murdered, and he tracks down who did it. But there's a twist at the end, and I'll just leave it at that, and I'll let you know when it comes out and who it's published by.
Okay.
It's still up in the air.
Yes.
You have me interested, because now I'm trying to think of Forrest Gump being a serial killer.
That's why he has the shrimp boat, you know?
Right, yeah.
He takes the bodies out and dumps them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Or they use them for bait.
Has someone done a mash of Forrest Gump and Dexter?
Yeah.
Have they done that? Have they done a mashup with that? Because you could make that work. You could make Forrest Gump be Dexter.
Heck yeah.
Life is like a box of chocolates. In the box of chocolates are his kill trophies. He keeps it with him.
Oh, my God.
When he's telling the story to the people...
I think you missed a few bad words in that line, too. If it's Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did Dexter himself cuss? I don't think... Did he really cuss?
No, his sister.
His sister did, yeah. So, yeah,
his
Becky.
Another word out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to have... Forrest Gump is going to need to have a sister. Did Forrest Gump even have any siblings? Did he have a brother? He had a brother, right? Or he was the only child? It's been a while.
I don't think he was an only child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, guess what? Now he has a sibling. We're going to have to make it. Right. We'll make this work. We'll make it work.
Okay, what are you naming her?
What, the sister?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She has to have a name. Come on.
Would it be weird if the sister also had the same name as the girl that he had a crush on? Or would that be kind of too dark? Like, whoa, what's going on here?
That's kind of twisted.
Yeah. It
might be confusing, too.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll just call her Betty.
Betty.
Okay.
Now they'd be confused with Becky, but Betty.
I knew that was going there. Crap.
Jenny. It'd be great. It'd be great.
Jenny.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing. So Jenny's trying to escape out from the relationship, escape from him because he's trying to keep her in the basement.
Yep.
Yeah. Man. Oh,
is he chained to the radiator?
No, he gives her freedom. He's not a monster. But she's just not allowed to go too far. She's not allowed to go to public and play guitar. Especially naked. You can't be doing that.
Oh. Naked.
And everybody loves him. He even met the president. So he has a perfect cover. You would never suspect that he's a serial killer. Ooh. Anyway. Sorry, Mark.
No worries.
But now I want to read your story and see if it lives up to that. If it doesn't, right. That's okay. That's okay. We can.
It will. It'll surpass. It's very good. I might have read it.
Ooh, I gotta check it out. All right. Let's see. Becky, you have other questions? You got a lot of questions.
Yes.
All right.
I do. Mark, what attracted you to writing horror? Why horror?
Ever since I was a little kid, I was always attracted to anything different or strange, unusual. I liked shows like Manimal. You ever remember Manimal? A guy who turned different animals. X-Files. Really anything dark and strange and different. So when I started actually sitting down to write, I just naturally gravitated towards the darker things and strange things, psychic phenomenon and monsters and creatures and anything my mind would come up with.
Now, would you rather write about monsters in your story than people being the monster in your story? Is that right?
Yeah, and some of the stories that I write do have human monsters in them. Right. But I kind of like to balance it out between real monsters and the human kind.
Right. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Have you ever considered not writing?
Not writing at all?
Have you ever thought about quitting? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody entertains that idea, but I think if you're, devoted to the craft and, that's what you're supposed to do, it'll eat at you until you get back at it. So, I mean, there's been times that I've stopped writing for, a month or so, but, you think of an idea and that story claws at you until you sit down and write it.
Right. I agree. So the first book that you had published was what was the name of that press again?
Publish America.
Oh yeah.
Publish America. That sounds very patriotic. I like that.
We're just gonna publish everybody.
Publish America. Yeah.
Oh Lord. So what's your favorite time of day to write? Would you rather write in the morning?
Yeah, I wish I could write at night because a lot of times I get insomnia and I'm up, but for some reason I don't feel very creative when I hadn't had any sleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, when I wake up first thing in the morning, get the coffee and avoid Facebook at all costs and just sit down and start writing. And It comes really easy when I actually take the time to sit down and do it. I don't really run into writer's block too often.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll sit down and it, I just don't like where a story's going, and I'll get up and do something else and then come back to it. And words just kind of flow a lot of times, especially in the morning when you're jacked up on coffee and.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It is kind of messed up, though, huh? Like, so you stay up late, but your creative juices don't really hit you until, like, after you get sleep.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. So, let me ask you another question. If you could write your own fate, where would you pin yourself spending the last few minutes of your life?
Oh, wow. That's an amazing question. Last few minutes of my life, I think I would want to be a witness to the thing that took down the whole planet. So,
oh wow!
Watching Armageddon actually happen and know that this was it, the end of everything. So, like a huge getting ready to hit, or like at the end of Deep Impact, where the comet hits in the ocean and the big tidal wave comes in. I'd want to be on the beach.
That'd be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty trippy.
That would. I think that would freak me out because I like water.
Yeah, I'd have to have a soundtrack though. You got to have a soundtrack.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be like kind of like watching from afar I mean, you wouldn't really be in a safe distance at that point. I mean, are you like in a spaceship or something?
No, he said he wanted to be on the beach.
Yeah, I want to be on the beach.
Shit.
He wants to see that tidal wave coming, baby.
Oh man. Fuck.
So the song that I would be playing is a song called "Kindness for Weakness" by New Breed. Have you ever heard it? Amazing.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Whoa.
Absolutely. Wow.
Are you going to be like numbed out on morphine when this happens? Or are you just going to just ride the wave?
He's going to ride the wave. Are you kidding?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
like, I never tried heroin before, but might as well. It's the end of the world.
Might as well, yeah.
Oh my god. If I did that, knowing my luck, somehow or the other, I'd live through the damn tidal wave.
Right. Yeah, me too.
You probably get stranded on the one island left.
Right.
Yeah.
And around you's
with
nothing.
Nobody else there.
Nothing. And the books you have to read are a stack of choose your own adventure books.
Romance.
Oh, okay. Romance.
I'd rather have that than romance books.
Me too.
Oh man.
Ugh.
I'll turn that into a choose your own adventure book. To make it interesting.
You'd be writing your own ending.
Yeah. Shit, might as well.
Oh,
I'd rather have erotica than romance. At least there's actual fucking going on in erotica. Like, I can get off to that. I can't get off to romance. Romance is so lame. Like,
yeah, No, thank you.
And talk about a genre that definitely caters to like stereotypes. It's like, come on, ladies, come on. You say you don't like the stereotypes, but yet you buy romance books? Come on.
Yeah.
Not this woman.
Well, you know.
I know. I'm not normal. It's okay.
You're a rebel.
You can say it.
You're a rebel, Becky. That's why people like you, though. That's why people like you.
Well, maybe.
That's true.
But that'd be cool, though.
So besides writing...
Oh, I was going to say, it would be cool to kind of see how the end of the world happens. I do agree that. Like, I would like to see it. I have this thought, too, throughout the day. I don't know about you, but throughout the day, I go, it would be so fucked up if a nuclear mushroom cloud just appeared on the horizon. Like, like, what would I even do at that point? Like
in Jericho. You ever see Jericho?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
No. I need to.
That's how it starts out. They look up and there's a mushroom cloud on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Okay. So, shit. Like I said, man, throughout the day, it's just like, what if life were just to end? Just end right now. Boom. I'm just driving them. Boom, gone.
Yep.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I'm sorry, Becky. You gotta.
It's okay. That stuff happens all the time, though. I mean, you don't think about it, but I mean, somebody's going home and they have a wreck and they're just dead, gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, while we're talking
it's
right here,
for real.
While we're talking right now on this podcast, people are dying right now. There's a shooting somewhere. Someone's getting stabbed. Someone's getting raped. Someone's getting mugged. I mean, all these things are happening. They're horrible. We don't want to think about it, but it's happening. Fuck.
Right.
Yep.
What can you do about it? I can't do anything about it, except try to entertain those who are listening, I guess. All right. What's the next question?
We are very entertaining.
Yeah, now that I downed everybody. I brought everybody down.
Maybe you should take a shot for that.
I know, I should have.
Hey.
I'll just chug the bottle.
Yep.
I'll just chug the bottle.
See? If you're chugging the bottle, you better not have much left, or I'm going to end up hosting the rest of the podcast.
Yeah.
No, there's actually nothing left in this American honey. It's empty. It's dry.
Okay.
Bone dry.
Okay, besides writing, do you have any other creative talents, Mark?
Creative? Nope. Not really.
Nope.
I like to draw, but I'm not any good at it.
But you enjoy doing it, so I would say that's creative talent.
Yeah, I've tried to draw some of the monsters that are in my books and stories and stuff, and they don't come out as good as other people's. I leave that to people like you who are creative artistically.
Huh.
Yeah, well, maybe.
You also hunt deer, right? You also hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do hunt. Do some hunting. I collect knives and guns and basically any kind of weapons. I make tomahawks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But, hunting also takes a lot of dedication. I mean, it takes a lot of discipline. It's the sort of discipline one could even put in their own writing as well. I mean, it's relatable. Yeah. I mean, I know some
I have a funny hunting story.
Oh.
You do?
Yeah, I guess let's tell some hunting stories. All right.
Well, my dad used to go squirrel hunting, and he used a shotgun. And I don't know what most people use to go squirrel hunting, but anyway, I was little, probably 9 or 10, and he asked me if I wanted to go, and I was Dad's shadow, so of course I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So we went out in the middle of nowhere, parked on the side of the road, got out of the car, got, into the woods, and all of a sudden I had this wild urge, and I ran through the woods screaming, "Run, squirrel, run."
Oh, God.
My dad did not think that was very funny. And
Becky,
I got to go back home. What?
You could have been shot.
To shoot them, they're cute.
Well, what if someone else shot?
I mean, shit.
You just ran out there. Was he the only hunter out there?
I guess. I don't know. We probably weren't even supposed to be out there. Are you kidding? My dad just parked on the side of the road and say, "Hey, this looks good. Let's go." I was like,
yeah. I mean,
okay.
I don't even know if they sell squirrel tags, so I don't even know how that works. I don't even know if they carry.
I don't think they do. I think you just shoot them, pick them up, and take them home. Of course, my mom was just like, "You're not bringing that in the house."
Oh my God!
Now I'm
picturing.
So he gave him
squirrels.
He would.
What's funny too? Even funnier about that is like you're hunting squirrels. You might as well just be eating rat. I mean, they're the same thing. They're the same thing. They're the same.
Well,
family.
I don't know. I never ate it. I mean, Mom wouldn't let him bring them in the house.
Oh man,
He gave them to the neighbor across the street.
I might be more redneck than you. Then I mean, shit. Have you ate coon? Have you ate raccoon?
No.
Oh, okay. I had raccoon before.
Wow.
And rabbit.
I've eaten.
It's not really a bragging thing, though.
I've eaten, fish that we've caught out of the lake and whatever, and I can clean them and cook them. But I mean,
frog legs.
I'm kind of.
You eat frog legs?
Ew. Oh, God, no. They smell. Are you kidding?
Frog
They
legs?
smell funny.
Not when you fry them.
Yes.
Not when you fry them. When you fry,
I've seen I saw my grandma fry them once, and it kicked the lid off the skillet. And I'm not eating anything that's still moving after it's dead and in the skillet.
no, it's just nerves. It's just nerves.
I don't care.
That's how you know it's
that
good.
Was too freaky.
That's how
That
you know
was
it's
too
extra
freaky
good.
for me.
That's how, yeah, it's freaky, but it's good. And when it's fried, man, Cajun food is delicious. You know, when it's all like fried and all that. They know how to make just about gator. You eat fried gator?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to taste that though.
Gator tails.
Gator's pretty good.
It looks good.
You like
It looks
crawfish?
good.
You eat crawfish?
Huh?
You like crawfish?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Crawfish and beer, man. That's a good day
That's
right
it.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be sitting there for
I'm okay
hours.
with that.
Yeah, I hear stories too. You know, you eat the crawfish, all the other work going into peeling all that stuff. It helps. It counters out all the weight from the beer. That's what I hear anyway. I don't know if it's true. I mean, this huge gut I have is it's not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an excuse to drink
So-
more beer, and what do you need an excuse for?
Yep.
Becky, you almost died when you were a kid. You ran protecting squirrels. Come on, man. They're squirrels. They're like little rats.
I paid for it when we got home. Are you kidding? I got my tail busted when we got home.
I bet so.
I did. Dad was pissed.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark? You got a crazy hunting story?
It's funny. Oh, yeah, actually I do. And it's related to the books because where the book takes place, the Southern House, is based on where I hunt in the wintertime.
Okay. Now, were you on mushrooms?
What's that?
Were you on shrooms then
No.
or something? Okay.
No.
So your house was not going back and forth, sliding around and all that stuff.
No.
Okay. Making sure.
But we've seen some really, really strange things while we're out there. So my father-in-law, who I hunt with, dropped me off to go to my hunting spot. Well, when he dropped me off, he was in the truck, and he saw something behind me follow me into the woods.
Oh, shit.
And it was something white, and he says it looked like it had a backpack or something on it.
Mr.
But it was
Shift.
like high on its back, like sticking up from its back. And I go, they have been wings? Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. So he asked me, he's like, well, did you come back out and go back in? I'm like, no. He's like, well, something followed you into the woods then. So that freaked me out. And we've seen up there, we've heard gospel music at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's no churches anywhere around there. And both of us have heard that. The woman who owns the house has heard that, the gospel music, at all hours of the day. She'll hear it.
Okay, so you're taking me hunting and I promise not to run through the woods screaming.
Screaming, deer,
when I come to get my book, because somebody would shoot me in the butt. Yeah.
Well, Becky,
but you live close to where the Bell Witch happened too.
oh,
yeah,
he
we're
does.
Adamstown. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're about 45 minutes away from Adams. I've been there several times to the Bell Witch Cave and the house.
Mm-hmm.
Very
I
freaky.
so want to go there. Yeah.
Man, I'm curious on all sorts of levels here. And Becky, if you run through those woods, it might be okay. You might just find the ghost church, the gospel church. You know, you just find it, and you'll be saved.
See, the Bell Witch Cave reminds me actually a lot of Pet Cemetery because the cave is kind of down below and there's a path going to it. And then if you circle back around and climb this hill up the top, there's actually an Indian burial ground at the top, just like in Pet Cemetery.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's haunted for sure. I'm sure there's something in that cave at night.
Oh, they sure say it is.
Have you ever been into that cave at night?
Have I what?
Have you ever been into that cave at night?
Oh, no way I would go in there at night.
No way?
No.
Like, for
there's
$1,000, $2,000, $5,000?
What's really funny about that cave is they get the people who own the cave and run the tour, they get packages in the mail every single day of people who have picked up rocks in this cave and brought them home and had nothing but bad luck. Barns have burned down, houses have burned down, they got hit by tornadoes, all kinds
people
of
have died.
Yep, and they mail them back because they had such bad luck.
Wait. So hold on here. So these rocks are cursed. These people claim these rocks are cursed, bringing all sorts of bad luck into their house. Their barn burned down. Their cat died. Their dog died. Their fish jumped out of the fish bowl to kill itself. They keep on stubbing their toe on the table or something. The TV exploded. But they go, okay, we got to ship this rock back. So then it goes to the post office. So what, does the bad luck happen to the post office too?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
They're already bad luck. Are you kidding?
Even worse. I mean, packages exploding. Maybe packages turn to blood.
That would be kind of cool, though.
Yeah. Has anybody done a haunted post office story? I've never read one.
Not that I know of, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. Dead letters. That's what you call it.
Dead letters. That is good. I might take that.
There's an anthology.
That's an anthology. Deadman's Tome presents Dead Letters.
Awesome.
Oh, I like this. I can see the cover.
Yeah, I can see it now too. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, like the creepy, like the post office, like where the letters go, those squares in there, and have it all be moldy and crusty. Yeah,
that could also be part of the Deadman's Tome for Kids line. I don't know what I would call it. Deadman's Tome Junior. I don't know what I would call it. I'm still deciding that. But okay. That I don't have anything that tops that. Definitely for creepiness, man. I've never went hunting and had like a ghost or weird, bizarre paranormal encounter.
I hadn't either.
I mean,
that's really cool though.
You hear music though. That's freaky. Shit. Usually the deer lease I went to as a kid. I mean, the scariest thing I heard was maybe like a bobcat, like this weird. Yeah, I think it was a bobcat. And it was after I got that kill. I shot it. It was my first kill. I forgot how old I was. I was like in 6th grade at the time. And
you shot a bobcat?
No, it was actually a doe. But there was a bobcat in the area. So yeah, in the deer stand with my uncle, who was telling me all sorts of crazy stories about how Mexican pussy is like the best pussy because it's spicy. I don't even know. It's my uncle, okay? And I'm just like, okay, let's do this. And I have like the rifle next to me, and he's like, oh look, there's a deer. So he gives me the rifle. I'm like, holding it. Okay, I fire it. Man, that thing kicked back like a bug. I was like, fuck that, man. It hurt my shoulder. we go out there look for it, and it's like it's not there. So I had to learn to track the blood. Apparently, I shot it in its gut, so I had like ran off and went to like the woods. Had to find like it. The reason it was actually my uncle who told me I shot in the gut because look at the blood and see how it's like there's like oxygen bubbles in it. Yeah, that's a gut shot right there. It's like damn, like you know your stuff. It's like yeah. So I found it, and that's also when I realized that hey, there's bullets. It's a small hole in the front. But on the back, it's just like this mutilated, big ass, shit. So we had to like put this dead deer. We pretty much had to carry it back. Like, because the 4-wheeler was out of the 4-wheeler was out of juice, so we had to haul this deer all the way back. Man, that was a chore. And that's when the bobcat. I mean, we can hear it out there, but. My uncle was like, don't worry about that. You know, the bobcats would be more afraid of us and all that stuff, all that nonsense. I guess he was right because nothing happened. Of course, I was worried. I was scared. But nothing happened. So, I mean, it's like uneventful for scary stuff. It was just like a typical hunting story, I guess. But I was, as a kid, kind of, and I wouldn't say scarred, but it was like the first time seeing like a deer get skinned. You know, that was a weird sight. I was like, man, this looks like a Slayer cover or something. Like, what am I looking at here? What the fuck is going on here? Yeah. But yeah, that's a hunting story.
No.
No?
No.
No?
I don't think I could go. I mean, I couldn't go hunting.
I love animals too, Becky. But deer's good eating.
Yeah, very.
I would not know.
Well, I know there's probably some vegans listening and be like, well, it's horrible. I mean, isn't it better to know how you got your animal? I mean, you could, like, I guess, buy, like, processed meat and support, like, just animals being slaughtered by, like, the millions, whatever, and just factory farming. Or you could just, get your own deer,
Well, I have nothing against people hunting for their food. I mean, at all. I just don't think that I could do it. I mean, I know that if something walked through my yard or was an animal that I owned that I considered a pet, I couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
So if I had chickens, and somebody decided they wanted a fried chicken dinner, they best be going to KFC, because if one of my chickens comes in the house, it better not be dead.
Yeah.
Well, that also happens, growing up on farms, there's always that one cow or that one pig that's like the family pet. But the other ones, not so much, because it's kind of a business too, Like you're selling cows off at the auction and all that.
If I had been raised that way, that probably would have been a totally different thing. I would have looked at it totally different.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. It's kind of... I mean, it happens. We had that one pig we wouldn't kill, that one cow that we wouldn't sell off, but eventually, though, they kind of go away, and I guess that's how one way you can. I guess as a kid, for me anyway, that's where I learned like a circle of life, even before Lion King. It was like it kind of happens.
Right.
It's part of it. It's
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks. But if for any vegans still listening, you can just turn on the Nature Channel and see all sorts of barbaric things that are happening. Lions and gazelles, they're fucking killing each other.
Well,
no,
I read
not killing each other.
something the other day that said that, oh my God, that said that plants feel the same pain or whatever that animals do when they die.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm not sure exactly how that happens. But
there's actually a lot of science on plants right now that's coming out about how plants actually react, and they react in a different way though. Because that's one argument you always hear: be like, "Oh, well, plants don't feel pain." Well, plants definitely react, and they may not feel pain the same way we think of pain, but they're definitely reacting, and they definitely have intelligence. There's research on like plant life intelligence. Like, especially how they grow and how they... Have you ever thought about, like, trees? How, like, they combat each other via roots,
Yes.
There's intelligence there.
And if you plant something, like a seed or whatever in the ground, I mean, it has to have enough sense to know to come up to get sunlight.
Yeah.
I mean, so
there's
something there.
Has to have another plant to pollinate with, too.
Yeah.
Which is incredible itself.
But
nature's scary.
That's
yeah.
It is. It's scary. It's scary, and it's very mean. Mother Nature is not a kind person, but it can be very nice though. It's very like being out there. Like I kind of miss hunting. I want to go back with my dad and go hunt again, but it's kind of miss being out there. It's
a lot of fun.
Just being out there. Out there with the gun.
I'm not going.
You don't have to kill. You can just watch. Just watch the deer be deer.
No, dude, I'd be running through the woods screaming at them to run, and you'd shoot me in the butt.
Becky, I'm not going to shoot you in the butt. I'll shoot at your feet.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I wouldn't shoot Becky. I need her.
But he will for the right price. He needs a new computer.
She classes up the show.
Yep. Agreed.
Oh, what is that supposed to be, Mark? Have you listened to the prior shows? Have you listened to the older shows?
Yeah.
Man, No, people are liking you, Becky. Oh. People are loving you. I'm getting some responses that they say that you're a great voice to have. You make the show seem much more welcoming. You're kind of like the Robin to me, if you will. I don't know. I'm not like a stern guy or anything, but
right.
It's kind of weird, kind of egotistical for me to even say that. But that was a comment I received. I can even show it to you too.
Cool.
Yeah. I think it's good. Hey, Mark.
Okay, so I have another question.
Oh, feel free. Sorry, Becky.
Sorry. If the apocalypse was upon us, what is one thing you would want at your side?
A beer?
My first thought is my wife. But I'd also like my dog next to me too. So I'll take two things. How about that?
Okay, we'll let you have two.
Well,
what about you, Jesse?
I guess my kids then. I have them both in each hand and a beer. Well, my wife can be there too.
Beer.
I don't have enough hands to carry everyone, but I definitely carry the kids and then a beer. No, I might just have two at that point.
You can have the kids, and your wife will hold the beer for you. How's that? That'll work.
Yeah.
You carry them, and she'll just tip the beer for you.
She's feeding it to me. Okay.
Sure, why not? We'll put it in a sippy cup. You'll be fine.
I like that.
Facing the apocalypse sippy cup.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever had a fan give you anything strange, Mark?
No, I don't think I have.
Define
Not
strange.
yet.
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I have. I had a friend of mine who read my book, really liked it, gave me a motorcycle that goes with Daryl, because I had a Daryl from Walking Dead figure.
Oh, cool.
So he's like, here, gave that to me. So I really liked your book. So that's probably really the only thing. That's strange.
Cool.
He gave you a motorcycle?
Yeah, it's different.
He gave you like a full-on motorcycle, or for like an action figure motorcycle?
For like an action figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He saw that I had Daryl, so he got the motorcycle that goes with him.
Oh, God damn it. I was about to say,
That's
man, if he
cool.
gave you a full-on motorcycle, be like, holy hell. This guy's writing $2,000 books. Shit, he's getting motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm falling.
Jesse would like for you to introduce him to him, please.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's this guy? What do I have to do to win his favor?
There any?
Come on. All right.
Right. Is there anything that you won't write about, Mark?
I'm going to say no. I've said yes to this question before and talked about, child torture or
right.
bad scenes like that. But I think I could do that and actually keep it tasteful. So I guess I'll say for the answer to that question, I will write any subject, but I won't write it to where I would enjoy writing. Let's put it that way. Right, exactly. To where it's glorified and doesn't seem like it advances the plot. So
that's a good answer.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I was reading Sick House today as well, and I got to the part where the 13-year-old girl starts cutting her eyelid. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that made me squirm. I was like, man,
it made your butt pucker.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Just fuck the eye.
Thanks for the school, Becky.
Classing up
You're
the
welcome,
show. Classing up the show,
Yeah.
I even told Jeff that. I was like, Jeff, man, I can read grotesque things. I like that. But that scene, man, it made me squirm. He's like, that's my goal. That's what I'm doing. It's like, well.
Mm-hmm. That's when you know you did it right.
Yeah, that's how you know.
So if you had to give your younger self advice, what would you give? What advice would you give?
Oh, write every day.
Write every day.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah.
Mine would be hide my dad's stash of porn in a better place so my mom doesn't find it and give me that lecture as a kid. But, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Right every day. That's good. Yeah, think
so
about all the
if
writing.
you could have one job, what would it be? I keep interrupting you.
we go at the same time. That's the problem with Skype. We have to get it to where we can be face to face. We need to upgrade
that would be
this
cool.
gear. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't even know what to say. This American Honey's kicking in. I didn't know what I was going to say.
If you could have any job, what would it be?
Any job? I don't know. That's a good one. I think being a special effects coordinator for movies, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, that would be
yeah,
like on Walking Dead, or a lot of the other hi-fi or sci-fi type shows.
I want to do their makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
There would be all kinds of weird, freaky things running around.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Mark, what is your favorite horror movie?
What is my what?
Your favorite horror movie?
28 Days Later, I would say.
28.
Oh,
wait,
cool.
I think that might answer the zombie question earlier. But 28 Days Later, okay. And why?
Because it was original. It was the first fast zombie movie that came out, and it was different. And it was horrifying. Those zombies are terrifying in that movie.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yes.
And I remember watching that, and people were like, oh, but they're not really zombies. They're like rabies. They're just people infected with rabies. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, huh. And it's like, the argument is like, what is a real zombie? Is it like reanimated from the dead? Because they are, like, but it's weird because in that scene, when he's like walking around, he goes into like a church building, and all the bodies are just kind of there, and they just wake up. So what, they have rabies, but they just pass out? They pass out of boredom or something? They just go dormant? It's weird.
I don't know.
Yep.
Huh. But yeah, it was a good film. It was a good film. Definitely enjoyed that. Would you say that's your favorite zombie film?
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite zombie film. Dawn of the Dead is really good, the remake. I enjoyed that one, too. Man, when that little girl jumps up in the hallway and comes running down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Had me there.
Yeah, that was about, I think that was probably one of the first zombie movies I ever saw. Yeah. And that was about the last part of the zombie movie I ever saw. Because I was just like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't as bad as taking me to see The Hills Have Eyes in the theater.
Oh,
there you go.
That movie.
Oh, my God. That guy popped around the corner of the camper and screamed and grabbed that girl. And I screamed, oh, shit, in the middle of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did. No kidding.
And that's what's great about watching horror movies in the theater is the reaction. I know people be like, oh, you don't talk in theaters. Man, when you're watching a horror movie, you want a reaction. It's okay to react.
Oh,
I did.
I saw The Ring in the theater.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
She came out of that television at the end. It was like she was coming out of the movie screen.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
Yes.
that would be really creepy.
I love that movie.
Yeah, see, there's certain movies.
I do too. I like it.
There's certain movies that do better in the theater, like The Ring. See, I think when I watched The Ring in theater, it was great. When I watched it, I think on DVD, it was like, what is this? I was afraid of this, but I guess I was like looking back at it. I don't know, but definitely in the theater, it was a great experience.
Yeah,
it was more in your face in the theater. Probably why. Yeah, my friend learned really quickly that you don't take me to the theater to see a horror movie.
Well, the good thing about great horror movies, and this is something that's kind of across the board, you really, when you're watching a good horror movie, you have to suspend disbelief. You have to just stop saying, well, that's not real, that couldn't happen. And just let yourself get absorbed into the horror of it. And that's when horror movies are truly effective, in my opinion.
I agree. It's like that with reading books, too.
Yes.
You can't read a book about monsters and go, oh, well, monsters aren't really real and whatever. You just have to kind of fall into the book and become part of whatever it is that's going on.
Yep.
Yeah. And I like that. That's a really good assessment of them.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about like monster horror movies. It's like you have to make the monster seem believable. Be real. But they do that with zombie films. So 28 Days Later is a good example. I mean,
yep.
For that, they even try to make it even more realistic by making it more, instead of being reanimated dead, it's like it's a virus that gets out. People argue would probably be more realistic, which would be. I don't know how you reanimate the dead. It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. What are you talking about? How's it working?
Me neither.
Like, when I'm watching The Walking Dead, especially at this point when they're all decomposed to the point where there's nothing left on their body, I'm like, how are they moving? What's going on?
Right. Their muscle tissue all gone, and they're
Is their heart pumping? Is blood pumping through their rotted veins?
Yeah.
Then how are they moving? How are they breathing?
One thing I am glad with Walking Dead that they've done is they don't use a lot of computer effects. It's mostly makeup based.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is incredible. I mean, a lot of the monster movies now, if you watch monster movies or monster shows or anything like that, it's all computer animated, and to me it makes it look less real.
Yeah.
You compare that to The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh man.
To anything made today, it'll blow anything away.
That movie fucked with me. Okay, I rewatched it. I was at my parents' place at their lake house. I was rewatching it. It was a few months ago.
Yeah.
And holy hell, that scene with the dog when he starts transforming
in the
holy shit.
And
then you had the scene with the spider head, which wasn't even CG. That was what the fuck? How they do that? Like stop motion? Like how they do that?
Good animation.
Oh man. Different style. Practical effects all the way, man. It helps because CG monsters. That's my complaint about what was the movie? The Quiet Place. When the first time you kind of see the monster, it was like a blur, and I'm like, oh man, don't tell me that's how it's gonna look because that looked like a '90s CG effect. Like I'm talking about the very first blur thing when it takes the boy who's playing with the rocket ship or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, the whole thing wouldn't have happened if the stupid girl didn't give the boy the stupid rocket ship back.
Right, that made noise. Yeah.
Yeah. So that movie did a horrible thing to me because I feel like it made me hate that girl. It made me go, man, this girl's so fucking stupid. And I was like, that's so wrong for me to say. This movie's making me into like this misogynist. I'm not saying I hate all women. I'm saying I hate this girl. This girl's a dumbass girl. What is she doing? Just listen to your dad. Stop doing things you're not supposed to do. It's about a brat. The whole movie, Quiet Place, is about a bratty ass girl who doesn't listen to her dad, and because of that, people die. Even he dies.
It's true.
Jesse,
yeah,
breathe.
I'm breathing. I'm breathing.
Yeah, I don't think you took a breath in all that.
No, it was good though. I like that. I feel like I relieved myself. I feel better after that.
It was good.
It's a passionate rant, Becky. It's passionate.
I
for a
can
reason.
tell it was. It was.
But with that said, with me shitting on the CG monster, I will say, I mean, have y'all seen A Quiet Place?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I have not. No.
Okay, Mark, have you seen what so you saw what the monster looks like when you finally see it when it's in the face? When it's like, okay. How'd that look?
It looked cheap to me.
Yeah. Yeah, like when it starts opening up its face or whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It looked like a bloated, rotted watermelon or something. Like, what is this thing? What is this? What am I looking? It looked like a Zergling from, like, StarCraft.
Yeah. They, a lot of times when they show too much, they ruin it too. If you've seen the new Netflix movie, The Ritual.
The Ritual.
Yep, it's based off English horror novelist. What is his
Ritual?
name?
No, I don't think so. No.
But the monster in it, they don't show a whole lot, and when they do show him, he's kind of covered in darkness, and they do a terrific job of, coming up with a realistic-looking monster it is computer animated, but it doesn't look that way because it's shrouded in darkness the whole movie.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, don't just show your monster out unless it's a very fierce-looking monster.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
In The Quiet Place, Becky, you got to watch this movie because when you finally see the monster, spoiler alert, I should have said that from the beginning. But anyway, when you finally see it, it looks like a crippled. Have you ever played StarCraft, Becky?
Yeah, I haven't played it, but I've watched people play. Yeah.
I mean, do you know what a Zergling is?
No.
That's okay if you don't. It pretty much looked like a crippled bat. Can you imagine like a bat just like kind of walking with its wings kind of like around? It makes no sense. What is this? What is this thing? Why is it doing this?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's just kind of walking around all limping and shit. I don't know. It's just... I was disappointed by that. But...
Wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
But at the same time, I did kind of like it for other things. I mean, the scene where she was giving birth in the bathtub and the thing was coming, I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, she's fucked.
Yeah. That was suspense. That was good.
That was a good scene. But the whole time I was like...
Have you seen Hereditary, Mark?
I have not, and I'm dying to see it. My wife doesn't have any interest in it at all, so I'm going to have to rent it and watch it.
Oh, God, it's good.
Is it? I heard it was.
Yes. It is very good.
Oh,
very good.
I'm glad they're making smart again.
Yeah.
It's been too long, just a lot of, slasher films and, horror. I don't know. The Conjuring was good. That's probably the best movie in the last 5 years, in my opinion, for horror.
Yeah, that was a good one, too.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, man. Well, we are coming towards the end here, Mark. Is there anything you would like to plug real fast?
Just pick up a copy of The Southern House. Hope everybody enjoys it.
All right.
Make sure you leave a review.
Yeah,
definitely do so. Definitely do so. It helps out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far, press the heart button. It means a whole lot to me and to Becky. And hell, go ahead and share this around. Share it to someone who wants to listen to something entertaining, or someone who likes horror. Just share it around. Share it to your friends, family, and all that. Okay? And y'all take it easy.
Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Becky.
Oh, no problem.